Julie Bennett from RV Love.
Talking about Class A RVs. We'll start with an overview of the types, then discuss some pros and cons.
Here's an overview.
Class A motorhomes are the RVs that look like buses. Sometimes they actually are converted buses. There are two main types of Class A motorhomes, those powered by front-mounted gas-powered engines and those powered by diesel engines in the back of the coach. There are some rare exceptions to these two, but most fall into these categories. Most modern Class A motorhomes have 1 to 4 slide-out rooms that make them even larger living spaces when parked. Some models also have toy hauler floor plans. We'll talk more about toy haulers in the fifth wheel and travel trailer videos in this series.
All Class A motorhomes offer spacious living areas, including full-sized bathrooms, residential feeling kitchens, and a separate sleeping area. Some floor plans will have more than one bathroom and additional areas that can convert to sleeping for as many as 8 travelers.
Gas-powered Class A coaches range in length from 22 to 38 feet and are usually on a chassis rated from 19,000 to 26,000 pounds. The floor plans will have a lot in common with their diesel counterparts, but most gas coaches have an entry door somewhere behind the front wheels but before the middle of the coach. This is because the engine is in the front. The lighter weight chassis and less powerful gas engine usually means that you will find lighter weight materials and less cargo carrying capacity than diesel Class A. But these coaches are generally much less expensive to buy and maintain than diesel coaches. Depending on the types of road you travel, how you use the coach, and your budget, a gas-powered Class A might be the best fit. Diesel-powered Class A coaches, also known as diesel pushers, generally vary between 32 and 45 feet in length and ride on a chassis rated from 26,000 to 55,000 pounds. The entry door is almost always in front of the passenger side front wheel, climbing steps in front of the passenger seat. With the engine in the back of the coach, you generally experience less engine noise while driving. Diesel coaches usually have air suspension and air brakes, which are much more powerful than the brakes you will find on their gas-powered cousins. The diesel engines are better for climbing and descending hills and have better average fuel economy, but still expect less than 10 miles per gallon.
Class A coaches' average price, purchased new, is between $120,000 to $250,000 US, but some models, especially diesels, cost far more. So let's cover the pros and cons of Class A motorhomes.
Let's start with the pros. There's lots of cargo carrying space inside and out, and usually good cargo weight capacity, especially on diesel pushers, but be sure to do your research because this is not always the case. There's large living space available since the living quarters are full height for the entire length of the vehicle. The heavier weight capacities of diesel Class A coaches allows them to use more residential feeling materials like tile floors, solid wood, and solid surface countertops.
The entire living space is available to you when rolling down the road, so passengers can use the restroom, grab food from the fridge, use the table area, or potentially even lay down in the bedroom. Of course, it's still much safer to stay in your proper passenger seats with seatbelts fastened whenever possible. But if you stop somewhere for a break or if the weather is poor when you arrive at your campsite, you may not need to exit the RV to get set up and have your full living space.
Most Class A coaches have onboard generators and the ability to run heating and cooling systems while in motion, so regardless of weather, your RV living space can be comfortable at all times. And you can tow something behind a Class A motorhome, like a car or truck, for exploring, so you don't need to break camp with your large coach. Now for the cons. The fuel economy will generally be between 6 and 9 miles per gallon. But many who travel in Class A coaches choose to tow a vehicle behind it that they use for exploring, which helps offset that lower mileage of the coach. The price. Class A coaches are one of the more expensive options for RV travel, especially the luxury diesel pushers. Maintenance costs tend to be higher too, since they are often more complex than towable RVs. For example, tires for a large motorhome are far more expensive than tires for a Class B or a towable RV. Even the price of an oil change can be sticker shock for new Class A diesel owners. And you cannot use reverse when towing a car, so you need to be extra diligent about route planning. The higher height and weight and often lower ground clearance might restrict your travel routes and destinations. Some might find learning to drive a big coach intimidating. Some states require special licenses for driving a Class A motorhome. They usually only have a single entry and exit door, which is less convenient and potentially an additional safety concern. If you need to take your coach to an RV or other mechanical repair shop, you need to take your whole home, unlike a trailer and truck combo. If you don't plan on towing a car behind or some other alternate transportation, you'll have to pack up your RV every time you leave your campsite, even for a small errand, and parking a Class A is not always easy.
There are many different types of RVs to consider. Do you think a Class A motorhome might be a fit for you? Check out the rest of this series to see the pros and cons of each type of RV.
Want more RV shopping information? Check out the free in-depth RV shopping course in the Togo RV app. And don't forget, apps like Campendium, Roadtrippers, and more are part of your RoadPass account. Whether you use the free RoadPass account to log in or RoadPass Pro membership to access premium features and discounts, RoadPass makes it easy to access your favorite road trip and camping apps.